Time now for Unstoppable Performances presented by Ram Trucks. Two teams have been known to be unstoppable at times this season. Number 10 Miami, number 7 Texas A&M, both facing off in their first playoff appearance. These teams have actually played each other recently in 2022 and 23 when the home team winning each of those tilts. 11 a.m. local kick, but I still feel like College Station is sure to be rocking on Saturday. So Matt, let's break this thing on down with someone who's followed both of these squads closely all season long. She is not new to this. She is true to this. She is Heather Dinich, reporting for duty as Matt Sims salutes.
That's right.
Let's get right into this matchup itself. When we talk about two CFP newcomers in both Texas A&M and Miami, who has the better firepower to keep their run going into the end of the year and into the new calendar year?
Well, I really like Miami, guys, and they did earn their way into the college football playoff with that head-to-head win against Notre Dame. But one of the things that's different about this Miami team is the defense. The defense kept Miami out of the playoff last year. This year, I think it's going to extend their life in the playoff. They've been really good against the run. Everyone knows how good Ruben Bain Jr. has been. Up front, I think they're going to give the Aggies some trouble. My biggest question is, can they wrap up and tackle? Can they finish the plays in space? I think they can, but the other thing that they've been really good at is forced fumbles, opportunistic, interceptions. That's one of the things they're going to have to do and continue against Marcel Reed and these Aggies, especially on third downs.
I love what you mentioned there on the back end, the picks, the interceptions, the opportunistic football, because that's exactly what Marcel Reed may give you a chance to do with the gambles that he takes, I imagine.
Yeah,
right,
absolutely. And hey, this is what it comes down to. So now we get to see just what these two quarterbacks are made of, and that's where I'm going to go now next with Heather, is just Carson Beck. The dude's on a heater. 3 straight games, 3 touchdown passes. He's playing great football. Probably one of the best deep ball throwers that we have in the college football playoff right now. Heather, your thoughts on Carson Beck and what we should expect to see from him during this run?
Well, we should expect to see a cleaner game, which is what he's done over the past month, right? When you look at those 2 losses to SMU and Louisville, a combined 6 interceptions, 4 in one of those games. I think he's only had 1 since that SMU loss. So here's a veteran leader with a chance to really prove himself and help the program take the next step. And as long as he makes good decisions and his receivers are on the same page and everyone's running the routes that they're supposed to, then this is an offense that can really flourish. Did I say that?
Come on.
You did. That's okay.
Heather,
That's all right.
that
Keep it real.
Shade? It feels like shade.
Just a sprinkle of shade, and that's
I'm not
okay.
used to it, but I like it. I want more of it, quite frankly.
Who did we see a lot in that highlight, though? Malachi Toney.
That young Frosh is...
Who's got to cover that kid? That's my question. You know, and can we get that guy the ball enough? No. The question is no. Get him more.
all the time.
We need more Malachi Toney.
There's no question. I just, as a Georgia fan, I've seen the highs and lows of Carson Beck, right? Like there is a peak of him that is unstoppable. Like you mentioned, the deep ball, when it's on point, it is unreal to watch him work when he's comfortable. The thing about him getting uncomfortable is the thing that I worry about most.
It's over. It's okay. Let it go. All right. Release all that trauma. It's all right. He's not your quarterback anymore. He's Miami's quarterback.
I watch it and wonder when it comes to this weekend. It's a big stage for him, and I imagine he's used to it. But this Kyle Field is different. But I digress. I do want to enter into the discussion surrounding Texas A&M. They enter the field with just 1 loss to rival Texas, obviously, to close out the regular season. It's a lot going on from the offensive standpoint as far as the weapons that they have at their disposal. How can Marcel Reed best take advantage of those weapons around him?
Well, I think it's just to continue to do what he has been doing this whole season. And guys like Casey Concepcion, did I say his name right? I always struggle.
Nailed
but
it.
when you've got playmakers like that, just get the ball to them, right? And the ability he has to use his feet. I mean, he's an excellent quarterback, and I think we saw him progress all season long and only get better. And the home field advantage at Kyle Field is real. It is absolutely real. They have not lost at home, and I think that's going to be one of the biggest intangibles working in their favor.
Now, Heather, I want to ask Matt something regarding everything that you mentioned on the big play capability, right? Miami just does not allow it, right? They're tied for 13th in the nation as far as fewest explosives allowed, especially in that pass game. So when it comes to a guy that holds the ball as long as he does and Miami's pressure that's able to get to him, how does Marcel Reed find that balance of making sure he makes the big plays when he can make them while getting that ball out when absolutely necessary?
I think it's about just how they call the game for him, right? I think that's the biggest part of it, and just what type of running attack are we to see from Texas A&M. And I think Marcel Reed has to be involved in that rushing attack at times. Now, the key is protect yourself, young man, in those situations, because Miami is an aggressive, hard-hitting football team when they do wrap up, like Heather mentioned. But that'll be the big question mark. Reuben Owens, him in the backfield. What can they do? E.J. Smith as well. Can he get involved in that running game and be physical, rely on the offensive line? That was the big question mark, I feel like, leaving the Texas game was Texas physically pushed them around. And we know Miami has the Johnnies and Joes to do that as well, especially in the front seven. So that'll be the question mark for Marcel Reed is just play smart, protect yourself, use your legs when you can. If he can convert a few of those third and mediums with his legs, there is nothing more frustrating to a defense than a quarterback that does that.